welcome to the Learning Hour. I'm your host, Katie Gammill. Today we're going to be discussing the wonderful world of hipster culture. Hipster refers to a popular counterculture in today's youth, characterized by intriguing fashions and music choices, and fixations on obscure pop culture. The hipster is a complex character, and we're going to look more into what makes them tick in this episode of The Learning Hour. The hipster subculture started making its appearance in the 1990s, when people first started using the term to describe them. They were also called bohemians or scenesters, but hipster eventually became the main term, as evidenced by Robert Lanham's book published in 2003, The Hipster Handbook. They're generally very protective over the things they like. The less people know about it, the better. Once it goes mainstream, a band, fashion trend, etc., their attitude towards it changes. Hipsters also love irony, and many of the things they do ironically. Many of them are calm, relaxed, and generally chill. It's not considered cool to be too excited about things. But demeanor and beliefs vary widely. Some are avid drug users, and some are dedicated to being straight edge. Some are hardcore atheists, while others are very religious. There has been a growing number of Christian hipsters, though, as the church tries to reach out to the younger generation. Basically, the hipster is the modern-day hippie, striving to be different and unique from the general population. Hipster style is all about being uncommon and offbeat, using bold pieces to express how quirky and fun you are, and it's heavily influenced by the 90s. Hand-me-downs and thrift store finds are essential in any hipster wardrobe, and if you do buy things new, you sure don't want it to look like it. A good beanie and some facial piercings are always a good way to complete the look. I would be remiss in my duties if I did not bring up the glasses. They're a staple of the whole culture and the easiest way to identify a hipster. The glasses are big with thick rims or sometimes aviator styles or horn rim. Pretty much anything that looks like something your grandma would wear. But do keep in mind, a lot of young people dress like this that don't have the other hip attributes. Music is an essential part of the hipster culture. Today I'm joined by local hipster expert Nathan Kokenauer to talk to us more about it. Nathan, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, of course. So let's dive right into it. Tell us a little bit about the history of hipster music.
Well, hipster music as a whole has been going on since before time began, but the first recorded hipster artist is actually that of Mozart. A little known fact is that in 1776 he actually moved out of his home, left his family and his job, all for the sake of making music.
I see. And how has that affected hipster music as a whole?
Well, many of today's top artists are actually using that same idea. Most of them are poor, homeless, and share a common love of music.
So what exactly is indie?
Wikipedia describes it as a record or other form of music released by an independent label or company, and it's believed that ancient societies followed this definition. We of course know now today that this theory is wrong. Indie is more of a statement. Indie is the ideology of, I am better than you because my taste is better.
Well, one last question for you. Can you tell me a little bit about hipster rap?
Well, somewhere around 2007, many people wanted an escape from the mainstream, but they still wanted to share their slam poetry over instrumentals. Many popular artists currently include Das Racist, Childish Gambino, Danny Brown, and of course the most notorious of these would be the California collective known as Odd Future.
Well, Nathan, thank you so much. As always, your commentary is extremely appreciated.
The pleasure's all mine.
Although they can be found anywhere, they're especially abundant in urban areas and definitely college towns. But today, we're going to focus on two of the main hipster havens, Austin and Portland. Austin is known as the live music capital of the world, and thus overrun with hipsters. I mean, their slogan is Keep Austin Weird. Austin is all about their quirky and unique local businesses, musicians, venues, and people. It's home to eccentric stores and restaurants and such in the SoCo shopping district, and also countless music and film festivals, including the famous South by Southwest. Beautiful Portland, Oregon also has a large population of hip young people and has become an indie music hotspot, and is similar to Austin with its unique shops and stores. Portland is also known as one of the most environmentally friendly cities in the United States. Portland's unique people are so well known that they've inspired a TV show on IFC called Portlandia. It stars Fred Armisen and Carrie Brownstein and includes satirical sketches focusing on the hipster-esque culture of the town, and is centered around the theory that the dream of the 90s is alive in Portland. I hope our time together was informative and insightful, and I hope you have a deeper understanding of this unique and quirky subculture. Thank you, and good night.